How to create a niche for your SEO agency. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create a specific niche for your SEO agency. And before we get into that, I'm going to talk about what SEO agencies are, whether or not you should go in the niche section, the pros and cons, and how to actually go and narrow down as a specific niche. Now, to get started, you need to first understand what a niche agency basically is. What is the difference between a niche agency, a broad agency, and what is a SEO company? Now, SEO is search engine optimization, as we all know. It is a very popular thing or service to currently provide. A lot of people are monetizing greatly off of search engine optimization, and you probably have your own business providing this kind of service. That is probably why you are looking into having a specific niche within your SEO. Now, a lot of people think that SEO is a general term. It's a very umbrella term and has hundreds of thousands of different specific items that are included within SEO. So if you take a look, there are many different services within a certain SEO. You can see they have digital marketing, web design, social media marketing, reputation management, e-commerce marketing, Amazon marketing. So there are so many different aspects of SEO that it is very difficult for a simple company that is just starting out or a basic company to provide all of the elements of SEO. Now, that is why narrowing down, instead of providing all of these services, narrowing down into a specific niche. So let's say you want to focus only on social media marketing, or let's say you are only going to focus on reputation management. You can provide a specific niche within the overall SEO. Now, there are some pros and cons of having a specific niche, and you might feel like, hey, if we're going to do one thing, we might as well do all of it. But there are reasons why I don't recommend that you do all of these things at once, especially if you're not a very large company. The reason for that is because if you're just a business starting out, let's say you have a large client and they really loved your work that you did on social media marketing, and that client is going to come back to you again. Once they come back to you again and ask you to do all of their digital marketing, all of their web design, and still all the while doing all of their social media management, you are going to be overwhelmed. Let's say maybe your social media marketing is something that you specialized in, but your web design was subpar. Then that client is going to not only drop you from web design, but that client is also going to be like, hey, they did not know how to do web design. I don't trust them with social media marketing either. So they're going to drop you from that as well. That is why having a specific niche within your company might be a better option for you. So still, I am not saying that you should not have a broad niche or a general broad kind of SEO agency. Now, as an SEO agency, you have a lot of responsibility, but for example, you have deliverables, you have organic growth, and you have things like visibility, traffic, leads, conversions, ROI. So these are all the services that you're going to be providing. Now, to basically provide all of these services, to basically be able to provide all of these services to your clients, you need to have a niche or at least a general estimate. Now, I personally, unless you're super big and a super well-established business, I couldn't be able to provide all of these services at once. Even if you don't want to go with a narrow niche, you can go with a general larger niche. So you can create a SEO agency for digital marketing and web design. You can create one for reputation management and Amazon marketing. So it is not essentially necessary to have a super niched out or a narrow niche, but still you should have a focus on what you are doing. Now, you might be wondering whether a narrow niche is good for you or not. Now, what type of customers do you have? Let's say you have all of your customers are online businesses that are looking to sell apparel. So for that kind of situation, it is probably best if you have all of your frequent customers or clients online-based apparel marketing that are focusing on social media, then you might as well create a agency dedicated to social media marketing and specialize in that niche, because in that way more companies of similar suit or similar stature will contact you and they would be interested in collaborating with you, because they will be like, hey, this person already does social media management or is already doing social media marketing in this specific field. And a lot of online businesses are only looking for someone that could do their social medias. Now, that is one thing that you can do. After that, you also need to understand there are cons, everything as it goes. There are a lot of pros of SEO niches. First off, you have specialized knowledge and expertise. Obviously, you're going to have less deliverables. Providing a similar service to all of your clients is going to be a lot easier. it's going to be a lot easier to work with the rest of your team because everyone is going to be a similar kind of work. You're going to be doing the same thing for multiple clients, and then you're also going to have a better customer retention. Obviously, if a company or business is only looking for social media marketing, then they're going to come back to you again and again because they're going to be like, hey, this person has done all our social media marketing previously and they are good at it, so they're just going to leave that to you. But there are some cons as well with every pro, so it's going to be tunnel visioned. Now, larger companies might be looking for a very broad look into their social media management. They might want a very, very large company to handle all of their SEO, all of their analytics, everything. So in that term, you're going to be losing out on a customer base. That is very true. You are going to be losing out on a customer base, and you might even have a narrow business. To explain a narrow business, I can say there's going to be less prospects for you to expand your business. Sometimes you might be losing opportunities because you're not able to provide certain services. So a business might be growing and expanding, and they might want their SEO agency to also be expanding. So they might feel like, hey, you've been working with us for a while, but now their needs might have expanded. So that might cause tunnel vision. Plus, there is also going to be the con of sometimes having less clients. Overall, it's going to be difficult to score clients that are only looking for a specific niche sometimes, because a lot of people are just going to be like, hey, can you throw in this, can you throw in that? And if you decline their offer, if you outright decline their offer, then they're going to be a bit annoyed that, hey, you're already doing some SEO for us, why can't you do this one added service? Now, there is another pro, however, there's going to be less competition. So whatever thing you are focusing in, it's very unlikely that there are people or agencies that do exactly the same thing. So there's going to be less competition. Obviously, for a broad SEO agency, there is more competition, and for a very specific niche or category, there is a far shorter competition. So that is why I recommend that you create a niched out agency. So for that, I would say, for example, I would create a SEO agency where I do digital marketing and SEO. That's how I like to label it: digital marketing and SEO. So people, for someone that only might be looking for digital marketing, and sometimes they might want to throw in Shopify SEO sometimes. So outright decline their offer, because that is a customer that wants you to do their SEO. They're already working with you, and you can take on one-time requests for things that are not in your specific niche, but you can also just focus on your basic niche and then do these other things sometimes for your customers or clients, especially customers or clients that are recurring customers or clients. Then you can accept special requests for them. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful and you're now able to choose whether or not you're going to create a broad or a narrow niche for your SEO company. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions regarding all of this, then make sure to leave them in the comment box down below. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will catch you guys in the next video.